Yes guys, welcome to the instant reaction. It's a walk and talk today. We've got St James's Park behind me. The Geordies are making their way out of the stadium and I am running to not get run over in the middle of the road. But this is the instant reaction as Newcastle, I'll tell you what, we didn't just beat Crystal Palace. We absolutely thrashed them today. I predicted 3-0. It wasn't enough. It was more than that. Jacob Murphy, my friend, take an effing bow. 2 assists, a goal. Mad. 4-0. 4-0. So I did a podcast the other day. I think Adam went 1-0. Another lad went 2-0. Another lad went 3. I went 3-0. Somebody else said 4-0. They were right. You know, we had to come out of this international break and get back on it as quick as possible. I think the break came in at a good time for us because it meant that there was time for players to rest. We saw Joe Linton play today. We actually saw Isaac come on later in the game. The hope is that Botman will be ready again in time for Wednesday. The hope was today that we would go out business as usual, basically business as usual. It wasn't necessarily going to have to be flash, and even if I'm totally honest, despite the fact that we won 4-0, I wouldn't have even said that necessarily it was flash for the whole game. I think the first half, you know what, Palace, you know, I predicted it going into this game, and I even said in my preview, if Palace come out, have all of the ball, take over the show, score all of the goals, big up. I said that. I said if they want to come out there and totally prove me wrong in this game and show exactly what they can do, I will stand and I will applaud and I will say, well done, Crystal Palace. No, they didn't do that. And to be honest, did I really think they were going to do it? Not really, to be honest. And if they don't want to stand up and be counted, we will, you know. And as I say, we got the goal early on, which was a great start. The rest of the first half, and if you watch my vlog, I said it in the vlog, don't play rock, paper, scissors for who goes down to get the beers early, because I freaking lost. And I caught the second goal on the way down to the bar, and we scored the third goal in the bar. Longstaff goes and puts it in, makes it 3. I'm standing like a wally at the bar watching it in there, but to be honest, I didn't care really, because as I say, as much as I wanted to see us go out, have a big performance, pick up a result, get a win today, I wasn't necessarily looking for us to be 8-0 Sheffield United. You know, that's not what I really felt today was about. It was more about getting out there, start turning the cogs again, getting everybody hanging there. Take a breather here. There's lots, and the sunshine as well. Here's me in the biggest bloody coat I could have found, because it was meant to be the storm of the north, and it's lovely and sunny on my way out. And the reason that I am running around today is I'm at a wedding tomorrow, but Newcastle takes priority, and I was glad I was there today. You let me know down below who your man of the match was. Jacob Murphy, who I think for many, I said, you know, Anthony Gordon, he got a goal today, Longstaff got a goal. I said in my preview yesterday, Anthony Gordon, Longstaff, I mean, it's at the point where you talk about Bruno, Botman, Isaac. Anthony Gordon's nailed on for me. He really is. He is so nailed on at the moment. Everything he touches turns to gold. He did have an open goal that he hit the crossbar, which was not ideal, but he did get his goal. Longstaff got his goal. Jacob Murphy getting 2 assists and the goal. I mean, who is this man, and what's he done with the old Jacob Murphy? But I think that just speaks so much of the Eddie Howe and the side that we've become. And going into this one, as I say, it wasn't a game that I thought we would necessarily run away with a 4-0. It was more about getting everybody on the pitch. And we saw us do that in the second half. Eddie Howe started making the changes pretty quickly. And Eddie Howe isn't always want to do that. I don't think Eddie Howe's always the man that makes a lot of change. Often Eddie Howe gets criticised, actually, for not making enough changes. I spoke pre-game on the fact that if things aren't going to plan, we shouldn't be scared to go Isaac and Wilson, or Wilson and Isaac, and to go for it in games. But In this one, it was more of a case of how many minutes can we give out? Can we get everyone some game time? Can we prepare everybody for what is going to be a serious couple of weeks for Newcastle United? And it was great to see Livermento come out. It was great to see a whole host of people come off the bench. And I've no doubt a lot of the headlines, despite the fact that he came on late, and really the headlines should go to Murphy and a few other players, Sandro Tonali. And look, I backed Tonali in my preview. I said that we should start Tonali because for me, it was better to go out there, face the crowd, face the world, and show what you can put on the big stage. We didn't start him, but he did come on later, and it was fair to say that Tonali did get a standing ovation from the fans. He got a standing ovation when he warms up at the sideline, you know. And I will say again, allegedly, he has been a bit of a naughty boy with the gambling, and it's not something that I particularly like, as I've spoken about in videos previously. But he's a Newcastle player. He wore the black and white, and he walked out on that pitch today, and I stood up with everybody else and cheered him on to go and get it. And what was funny was the big part of me as well is to say that not only did I want him to come on and face the fans, be brave, do his thing, was that we don't know when we're going to hear on this ban. Because if we hear tomorrow, we could have done with playing him today, kept Joe Linton fresh for Wednesday. A friend of mine in the ground today said that he doesn't think it's going to come that quickly. He reckons that it could, and this is just someone I spoke to in the ground. This business is not in the know, so don't worry about that. Just a general conversation about someone saying it could take some time. You know, that the guy who got a 7-month ban, that took a little while. I think because Tonali's kind of been so high profile, I think it would make sense for the Italian FA and everybody else to make a decision quicker rather than later. But it's not to say that it couldn't take a couple of weeks. Which goes back to what I did say in the preview, which was what game is Tonali better suited for? Palace at home or Dortmund at home? And my answer would have been there and then, Dortmund at home, which actually makes me think, does Eddie Howe maybe know a little bit more than he's letting on as well? Is Eddie Howe going, oh, I've had an email through here. Oh, the Tonali ban, or whatever may or may not happen, is not set to come through for a few weeks. Right, okay, so we will give Joe Linton his 60 minutes today. We will bring on Tonali later, but we will start Tonali on Wednesday night. Who knows? Who knows? We could find out more about it tomorrow, but I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I think going into this one, I said play Tonali. Get it out there, get it, blow it out your lungs, show the world what you can do. But if there's an option of playing him on Wednesday night, that's what I would have actually taken. So I think the Tonali situation's ongoing. We're waiting here. He came on, he got his cheer, the fans were happy, and I was happy as well. 4-0 win. We get off to a very good start as we head into 7 games in 2 weeks. And I plan to be in all of them. So do not miss out. Subscribe to the channel. Do not miss a video. Check out my Patreon as well. I did a behind the scenes video in the Old George today where me and the Magpie Man went on a few beers. So link in the description. Check it out. Thank you for watching. The full vlog will be out later on today as well. And I'll catch you later.